Hey Capricorn, I just pulled some cards for you, and honestly, the energy coming through right now is something I need to share with you immediately. If you have been feeling like things have been stuck, like you have been holding on to something so tightly because you are afraid of what might happen if you let go, this reading is going to resonate with you on such a deep level. The universe is literally preparing you for one of the most significant shifts you have experienced in a long time. And I am talking about the kind of change that does not just touch the surface of your life, but actually transforms the foundation of how you have been operating. So get comfortable, because what I am seeing in these cards is genuinely powerful, and I think you are going to feel this energy even as we go through this reading together. The first card that came out for you is the Four of Pentacles. And Capricorn, this card is showing me exactly where you have been mentally and emotionally for quite some time now. You have been in this mode of extreme self-protection, holding on to your resources, your energy, your trust, maybe even your heart, with such a tight grip that it has actually started to create more stress than security. I can see that you have been so focused on not losing what you have, whether that is financial stability, a certain relationship dynamic, your position at work, or even just your sense of control over your life, that you have inadvertently created this energy of scarcity around yourself. The thing about the Four of Pentacles is that it shows someone who is so afraid of loss that they cannot actually enjoy what they have right now. You might have resources, you might have achieved things that other people dream about, but there is this constant underlying anxiety that it could all disappear if you are not vigilant every single second. What I am picking up is that this has been exhausting for you, Capricorn. You have been running on this fear-based energy for so long that it has become your normal. But your soul is tired of operating from this place. The cards are showing me that you have been confusing control with safety, thinking that if you just hold on tight enough, nothing bad can happen. But the reality is that this grip you have on everything has been preventing the natural flow of abundance and opportunity from reaching you. I want you to really sit with this, because recognizing this pattern is the first step toward the transformation that is coming for you. Now, the Eight of Swords is here, and this card is giving me chills because it is revealing something so important about your current situation. You have been feeling trapped, Capricorn, like you are surrounded by limitations, and there is no way out of the circumstances you find yourself in. But here is what this card is really telling me. The restrictions you are experiencing are not actually as real or as solid as they feel to you right now. The Eight of Swords shows a figure who is blindfolded and bound, surrounded by swords, but if they could just see clearly, they would realize that the swords are not actually blocking every path. There is space to move. There is a way forward. What this means for you is that a lot of what has been holding you back has been your own perception, your own beliefs about what is possible for you, your own mental narrative about what you deserve or what you are capable of achieving. I am not saying this to minimize your struggles, because I know you have faced real challenges and real obstacles, but what the cards are showing me is that you have given those obstacles more power than they actually have. You have been telling yourself a story about being stuck, about being limited, about not having options, and that story has become so ingrained in your mind that you have stopped looking for the exits that are actually available to you. The beautiful thing about this card appearing in your reading right now is that it is signaling that you are about to see through the illusion. You are about to remove that blindfold and realize that you have had more power and more freedom than you thought this entire time. The Tower card just came through, and I know this card can feel scary when it shows up. But Capricorn, in the context of everything else I am seeing for you, this is actually the most liberating card that could have appeared. The Tower represents sudden change, the kind of shift that completely dismantles structures that are no longer serving you. And yes, that can feel chaotic and unsettling. But what I want you to understand is that the Tower only destroys what was built on shaky foundations to begin with. Everything in your life that is solid, that is authentic, that is truly aligned with who you are becoming, that stays intact. What crumbles are the false securities, the relationships or situations you were clinging to out of fear rather than genuine connection, the beliefs about yourself that were never true, the ways of operating that you inherited from others rather than chose for yourself. I am seeing that this tower moment for you is going to feel like a release, like something you have been unconsciously waiting for, even though your conscious mind might resist it at first. There is this energy of truth coming to the surface. Things that have been hidden or ignored are going to become impossible to overlook, and while that might feel intense in the moment, it is creating the space for something so much better to come into your life. The universe is essentially doing the hard work for you, removing what you have been too afraid or too attached to remove yourself. And I know that requires trust. But Capricorn, you are being asked to trust that what is falling away is making room for the prosperity and healing that this reading is all about. The Hierophant is here, and this card is bringing such a grounded, wise energy to your reading. After the intensity of the Tower, the Hierophant is showing me that you are going to find your footing again, but this time on much more solid ground. This card represents tradition, wisdom, spiritual guidance, and finding meaning in established systems or teachings that resonate with your soul. What I am picking up is that as you move through this transformation, you are going to be drawn toward some kind of spiritual practice, belief system, or mentor figure that helps you make sense of everything you have been through. This could be you diving deeper into tarot, astrology, meditation, therapy, or any modality that gives you a framework for understanding yourself and your journey on a deeper level. The Hierophant is also telling me that you are going to step into a role of greater wisdom yourself, that the lessons you are learning right now are not just for your own growth, but are actually preparing you to guide others in some capacity. I am seeing you becoming someone that other people come to for advice, for stability, for that Capricorn energy of practical wisdom and reliable support. But the key difference is that now you will be operating from a place of genuine understanding and compassion, rather than the rigid control energy of the Four of Pentacles. You are learning to be a pillar of strength without sacrificing your own well-being, to hold space for others without losing yourself in the process, and that is such a powerful evolution for you. Temperance just showed up. And Capricorn, this card is all about balance, healing, and the beautiful art of integration. After everything you have been through, after the releasing and the restructuring and the wisdom gathering, Temperance is showing me that you are entering a phase of genuine harmony in your life. This card represents the ability to blend different aspects of yourself, different areas of your life, different energies and influences in a way that creates something greater than the sum of its parts. I am seeing that you are going to find this incredible middle ground between ambition and rest, between giving and receiving, between being responsible and allowing yourself pleasure and joy. For so long, you have operated in extremes, either working yourself to exhaustion or feeling guilty for taking breaks, either being completely closed off or giving too much of yourself away. But Temperance is teaching you that there is this beautiful space in between where you can be productive and peaceful at the same time, where you can be strong and soft simultaneously. The healing that is coming for you is not going to be a dramatic overnight transformation. It is going to be this gentle, gradual process of coming back into alignment with your true nature, of learning to trust the flow of life again, of understanding that you do not have to force or control everything for it to work out well. I am also picking up that this card is indicating some kind of physical or emotional healing, like your body and nervous system are finally going to have the space to release all the tension and stress you have been carrying, and you are going to start feeling lighter, more energized, more like yourself than you have in years. The Queen of Swords came through, and she is bringing such a clear, sharp, decisive energy to your reading. This card represents mental clarity, honest communication, and the ability to cut through confusion or deception to get to the truth of any situation. What I am seeing is that you are stepping into this Queen of Swords energy as part of your transformation. You are developing the ability to see people and situations for exactly what they are, without the filters of wishful thinking or fear-based assumptions. You are becoming someone who can have difficult conversations with grace and directness, who can set boundaries without guilt, who can make decisions based on logic and wisdom rather than emotional reactivity. The Queen of Swords does not waste time on people or situations that do not respect her, She values her energy too much for that, and you are learning to embody that same self-respect. I am also picking up that this card is encouraging you to trust your own perceptions and judgments more. You have been second-guessing yourself a lot, wondering if you are being too harsh or too critical when you notice red flags or inconsistencies in your life. But the Queen of Swords is validating that your observations are accurate, and you have every right to act on what you know to be true. This mental clarity you are developing is going to serve you so well as you move forward because you are not going to waste time in situations that are not aligned with your highest good anymore. The final card in your reading is the Three of Wands in Capricorn. This is where everything I have been seeing comes together in the most beautiful way. The Three of Wands represents expansion, looking toward the horizon with confidence, and reaping the rewards of the groundwork you have laid. After releasing what was not serving you, after gaining wisdom and finding balance and stepping into your clarity, you are now in a position to actually prosper in ways you have been working toward for so long. I am seeing opportunities opening up for you that are aligned with who you are becoming rather than who you used to be. And these opportunities are going to feel right in a way that things have not felt right for you in a while. The Three of Wands shows someone who has invested wisely, who has been patient and strategic, and who is now watching their ships come in, so to speak. For you, this could manifest as career advancement, financial improvement, a relationship that actually meets you where you are, creative projects taking off, or simply this sense of your life finally moving in the direction you have been hoping for. What I love about this card is that it is not about struggling or forcing. It is about standing in your power and allowing the natural consequences of your growth and your choices to unfold. You have done the hard work, you have faced the challenges, you have made the difficult changes, and now the universe is ready to support you in ways that reflect all of that effort. The prosperity that is coming for you is not random luck. It is the direct result of you finally aligning with your truth and your worth. So Capricorn, as we wrap up this reading, I want you to really take in the full picture of what these cards are showing you. You are moving from a place of fear-based control and perceived limitation into a space of wisdom, balance, clarity, and genuine expansion. The change that is happening is powerful because it is real. It is not surface level. It is not temporary. It is a fundamental shift in how you relate to yourself and your life. The healing that is coming is going to touch every area of your existence because it is starting from within you, from your beliefs, from your nervous system, from your sense of what you deserve and what is possible. And the prosperity, well, that is the natural outcome when you clear away the blocks and align with your authentic path. I would love to hear if this resonated with you, if you are feeling this energy of change and clearing in your own life right now. Thank you so much for being here and allowing me to share these insights with you. Sending you so much love and support as you move through this powerful transformation.